Recently, I did a video talking about getting hold of Pokemon products. You may have seen it. It was the most recent unit video I talked about where I went through the difficulties, as we all know right now, in getting hold of product in 2025. So today, you can probably see a big box behind me. I managed to get some more product. I managed to get hold of stuff and show you everything that I've been getting and why I've been getting it, right? Why I've been picking up these particular products. Usually, I tend to go for booster boxes. That used to be like the go-to thing to go for stock and things like that. We're in 2025. Things are a little bit more difficult. Things are a little bit more different. And you kind of have to change things up a little bit and try and get whatever I can get hold of. Now, most of this stuff came from one person, which I do know, who runs a little local business. They reached out to me. They're like, Jace, I've got some restock of certain products. Are you interested? Some of them were quite interesting. Like some of them were different things I haven't seen. Some like pencil case ones and other things like that. And there are a couple of tins and other boxes and things that I want to show you guys of what I've been able to pick up recently. And I'm going to explain to you why I've been picking them up as well. So give you guys an idea of what is actually in these tins and stuff and why am I picking them up. So let's turn things around and let's get into it. Okay, right. So first things first, I want to show you guys what I've been picking up and we're going to be going through each and everything. So first things first is stacking tins. I've been picking up a whole bunch of different stacking tins. I remember back in the day picking up, the ones from, I think they were from Costco. I'm going back Sword and Shield era. And they had Evolving Skies. It was like Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, and Evolving Skies. Obviously, that was amazing. But, it's Scarlet and Violet. Things are a little bit different. So this one here is, I think it's one of the most recent stacking tins. I quite like these anyway. I think these are pretty cool products. These retail for around about £13 to £14. So you're basically paying retail prices for packs. And the main reason why I'm getting hold of these, one, it's pretty much one of the few things I can get hold of. But we're going to open it up, right? And I'm going to show you the different packs you can get inside here and basically go through why I've been picking up these products and open them up and break them down and things like that, because I go for things that tend to have good packs inside. Okay, right. So, I haven't actually opened up these before. These ones I haven't opened up. But I did see, I think I saw a video of somebody opening them up in an opening video showing off the different packs and stuff that you can get inside here. So first things first, let's see what packs we get. So you get Temporal Forces, you get a Surging Sparks, and you also get a Stellar Crown. And the main reason why I went for these, well, one, Surging Sparks is getting more and more expensive. Over in the US, I know these are getting quite pricey. Here in the UK, booster boxes for Surging Sparks is like £200 a box now, so it's getting pretty pricey, right? You're looking at over £5 a booster pack. So I'm like, you know what? This is a pretty good one. You're looking at nearly £6 a pack, to be honest. So Surging Sparks, home run, very good set. Then Temporal Forces, again, that's slowly creeping up in price. I think Temporal Forces is a great set to open. Super fun, amazing art rares, and special illustration rares. So for me, this was a no-brainer. And Stellar Crown's been incredibly popular. People have been going quite crazy. Been selling out time and time again on the streams regarding Stellar Crown. And it's a fun set to open, right? It's a small set. You get a ton of hits. And it's just nice, right? It's just a small, fun set. Booster boxes, again, more expensive. You look at 150, 160 plus now for Stellar Crown. So again, we're talking about sets that are creeping up in value. If you're looking at picking up these tins, these are good sets, right? These are really, really good sets. If I had to change any of these, I would probably change Stellar Crown with maybe a Twilight Masquerade or something, maybe a Journey, but probably Twilight. I think this came up probably before Journey, so Twilight would have been a little bit better. But really happy with the lineup, and of course you get other little stickers and stuff in the tins. But yeah, so I did manage to pick up a whole bunch of these. There's obviously different artworks and stuff like that, but I picked up a whole different bunch. 3 great packs. Keep an eye out for these. A lot of the retail stores, I think maybe on the Pokemon Center website, they still have them. Keep an eye out. I think these are really good if you want to keep sealed, because they're going to be good sets for the long haul or to open, right? I'll give you an example. When I bought the old stacking tins that did have, the Brilliant Stars, Fusion, and Evolving Skies, it was you know what? It's not bad. And at the time, it was it's pretty good. And look how expensive that is, right? Just because of Evolving. But even if you took Evolving out and you replaced it with, I don't know, something like Astral Radiance, for example, that's still a really good tin, right? And it's worth a decent amount. So keep that in mind for the future if you're looking to keep sealed or to open. This one's a pretty good one. Next up, I picked up some half booster boxes. So we've got some Twilight Masquerade. Half booster boxes, in my opinion, is a good buy. Obviously, £3.99. Look at that retail price coming in. But yeah, basically, Twilight Masquerade is getting silly expensive. Half booster boxes here in the UK are very popular. and they're a cheaper option than buying a complete booster box. I picked up a couple of these to form, a single booster box, and I tell you what, and one thing I have noticed, right? I tell you what. So I've been opening up a lot of these. I bought quite a lot of Journey Together and Surging Sparks recently, and actually Stellar Crown. I found the pull rates in the half booster boxes are better than a normal booster box. I don't know if that's the case with every single set, but out of Journey, Stellar, and Surging, it has been better pull rates. I'm going to be giving it a try with Twilight Masquerade. I'm going to see if this is the case. But this is a cheaper option than if you were going to buy a sealed booster box. Sealed booster boxes here are now pushing 160, about 170 actually. So we're looking at getting close to that, basically £5 a pack. Believe it or not, I did get this for retail. So that $3.99 is basically what I paid per pack for this. And I picked up 2 of them. You're looking at roughly retail cost for Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade, incredibly good set if you want to keep sealed. So if you're in the UK, and you're looking at getting some booster boxes or half booster boxes, you want to open them. These are fantastic. If you want to keep them sealed, again, that's a pretty good one. As well. This one I actually did these. I picked up another one. These actually I picked up on eBay. So keep an eye out. You can find them on eBay. Some people even sell them for a little bit less as well. But, it all depends. It all depends. Another thing is also on TikTok. Keep an eye on TikTok as well because you can get some really good deals with the vouchers. Yeah, Twilight Masquerade, great one. We're going to test the pull rates of these and we're going to see if they're any better than booster boxes or things like tins and collection boxes. Okay, moving on to actual booster boxes. Managed to get hold of Journey Together. Now at the moment, Journey Together has had a bit of a restock in a lot of retailers. It's quite interesting because in a recent video I was like, oh my days, it's really difficult to find Journey Together booster boxes. And it's kind of weird because like I released that video, maybe like 2-3 days later, loads of online stores here in the UK end up having Journey Together boxes. It was kind of weird. I picked this up for retail. This is currently going for retail. A lot of online stores, even on eBay, are currently selling. This is the non-enhanced version. So you can pick this up for retail. Look, we are in a norm now where retail is just the kind of standard, and that's like the going price. I've got no issue. I was paying more than retail for these originally. I think I was paying like 160 to 165 a box for these. But yeah, this was 155, I think. So yeah, paying retail for that, look, I don't mind. It's retail, right? It's not a problem. I'm not paying like crazy prices. So this one's a pretty good one. I'm going to keep this sealed. This one's definitely for the sealed lot in general. So yeah, this one's going to be a good one. I've been trying to get hold of more Journey Together when I can. And yeah, this one's going to go in the sealed pile, which is going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be a good set in the long run. And I'm happy to pick up for retail. Yes, more might come down the line and it might become less than retail. But I kind of feel like retail is a good, solid starting price that I'm happy to pay. So yeah, really good pickup. And again, you can see them in a lot of online stores here in the UK. Over on eBay as well for around £155. I know on TCG Player it's silly expensive. It was like $200 or more for the normal booster box, but still a pretty good buy. I think I think anything around that price is okay. Yes, it's over retail, but if you can find it in retail, then that is definitely an auto include. But yeah, this is a really good one. Okay, then we've got another stacking tin. This is a slightly different one. Again, we're going for different tins and just to see what is available in the different tins and the different sets. So obviously we saw the first one which had Surging Sparks, it had Stellar Crown, and it also had Temporal Forces, which is pretty good. I did pick up a whole bunch of these. I can't remember how many I picked up, but I picked up a ton of these. Again, full retail, so I think they worked out about £13 a piece. So that's basically £4.30 a pack or whatever it is. We are looking at pretty much retail prices. This one comes with slightly different packs. So we do have Obsidian Flames. Yes, I know sometimes may not be the best set, but booster boxes are silly expensive for this set. Like, I went to go look and pick up booster boxes, and it was like, no way. It was like, no, bro, you ain't picking up them. They're really expensive. So, you know what? I was like, Obsidian, fun set to open. So I don't mind. Great pull rates. And yeah, pretty good. We've got Silver Tempest. Now, it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while since, like, to get a hold of any Sword and Shield. So pretty much anything Sword and Shield. I mean, booster boxes for Silver Tempest. We're looking at over £200 a booster box. I think it's like $250 a box. Anything Sword and Shield right now is pretty good, so I'm happy to get some Silver Tempest. And then we got a Lost Origin as well. So this one is an absolute home run for a tin. Like, I think it's just absolutely incredible. I mean, it's kind of weird because like for £13, this is really good, guys. Like, this is insanely good. I do know that it's not always guaranteed what packs you get inside these tins. I've seen other people open up these tins where they got I think they didn't get the Lost Origin and they got Scarlet and Violet base, I believe. So keep an eye on that. You might end up getting a slightly different pack. But this is insanely good, right? Booster boxes of these are like £300 or £350. They're insanely expensive. These again, look, we're looking here. I would say pack wise, look, let's say retail for this. These two are well over retail. Way over retail. So this one's going to be a really good one. Really happy pickup. So keep an eye on these. Always guarantee you could end up getting I've seen, like I said before, Scarlet Violet base, to keep that one in mind. Okay, and then I've been picking up some more tins. So we have here the Miraidon EX tin. So I actually picked up the Miraidon and the Koraidon. So they're basically, you know, the same except different promos. So this one's an early Scarlet and Violet era box. Now, I was picking up some of these at the start when Scarlet and Violet first dropped. We're going to open it up and I'm going to show you what you get inside. But basically, I was like, you know what? It's just so difficult to get stuff right now. The Azure Legends tins, I think, are great, but they're really tough to find. They're the ones that had like Surging Sparks and stuff in them. The Paradox Destiny tins, again, were great, but you just can't find them. I'm now looking at like older products that have kind of gone up in value, that contain sets that maybe you don't normally see as much these days because of how old some of the early Scarlet and Violet era products have been. So of course, you get the Koraidon promo, Miraidon, not Koraidon. The other one's Koraidon, Miraidon promo, which is pretty sweet, you know, pretty cool. I do like the promo. So first off, you get Paldea Evolved, very expensive. Look at that, 2 Paldea Evolved. We've got a Scarlet and Violet base, and look, we've got another Silver Tempest. So this lineup, in my opinion, is pretty solid, right? 2 Paldea Evolved. We know how expensive Paldea Evolved has been getting. He's been getting more and more pricey. The crazy stuff there. Scarlet and Violet base, that's now basically now retail price. Long gone are the days where they were like £90 a booster box. And then as we just talked about the last one, Silver Tempest, it's getting silly expensive. Again, for essentially retail, I think this one was £18 a tin, I think, is what I paid, something like that. So you're looking at just under £5 a booster pack. Or so basically £4.50 a pack, right? £4.50 a pack, especially containing these two and Silver Tempest, is incredible. You're paying slightly over retail for Scarlet and Violet base, but that's fine. So overall, I think it's a really good tin. I think it's a really good product. And you get the promo as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, really good product. Paldea Evolved as well. Very cool. Next up, we got another booster box. We do have Paradox Rift. Now, this one I actually picked up for a pretty good price. £130 for this Paradox Rift booster box. It is clean as hell. This one is going into the sealed collection. This is something which I haven't picked up much Paradox Rift. In fact, this, believe it or not, this is the first Paradox Rift that is going into my sealed collection. I have not picked up Paradox Rift at all. And you know what? I was like, look, things are getting really expensive, like for all the other sets. This one, in my opinion, is a great set. I do like Paradox Rift. And for 130 under retail, pretty good. I managed to pick this one up over on eBay. Keep an eye out. There are listings now and again that do bounce around between 130 to maybe retail. So yeah, this one's pretty good, right? This one, very clean actually. I was kind of worried, you know, always worried when you get stuff from eBay, you know, where it's like the cellophane might be loose, whatever, but this is clean. This one's definitely going in the seal collection. Really happy with that one. And I think, you know, Paradox is pretty good. Of course, over in the US, this is like $200 a booster box, which is madness, or over 200. So yeah, picking this up for 130, very good deal. And I think it would be a much more expensive set in the long run. The fact that it isn't even at retail or more than retail is very interesting. So guys, if you can find some Paradox Rift, you know, on eBay, take a look and pick some up, right? I think it's gonna be a good set. I don't think it's like crazy good, but I think it's like a middle of the road, and it's just a solid set, and I'm happy with that. But I don't have one, so I wanted one, and I thought, you know what, I think it's a really good pickup, and yeah, pretty good. And then finally today, I've picked up some Surging Sparks coming in. This one, compared to the Paradox Rift one, this one's got a bit of a loose wrapper on this one. This one probably will be kept sealed. I know it's not the best. If I can find a, you know, kind of a nicer one, isn't so. I mean, I've not got an issue with loose wrappers. You know what I mean? But yeah. So this one again, how much did I pick this one up for? This one I think I picked up for 180. I think 180 on eBay. So again. Look at that! Look at this weird. Look at that wrapping. It's just so like straight. It feels like, I tell you what, it feels like. It feels a bit like someone's wrapped this in cling film. Obviously, it's got the, you know, the Pokemon logos and stuff on it. But yeah, so this one is going to be probably kept sealed. I'm happy to pick up, you know, more Surging Sparks. It is like £200 a box right now. More reprints, restocks apparently are coming. We haven't had them yet in the UK. I know that over in the US, you guys have had some and dropped the price like by like 10%, 10-15%, but I think right now Anything under 200, I think, for Surging Sparks is a pretty decent price. I think this booster box and this set will be quite comfortably more than £500 down the line. We're looking at a top tier set. And if anything from Sword and Shield is to go by, it gives you an indication of what can happen. I'm not saying it will, but what can happen. And this is a strong set, so I kind of feel like it's got a higher chance of doing very well. But yeah, I think under 200 is pretty good. I picked this up for 180, pretty happy. I already have 6 boxes already in my sealed collection, so it's kind of like I normally just end at 6 for a set I like, but there are some sets where I did go for a little bit more, like Evolving Skies initially I went for a little bit more than 6. Brilliant Stars I went a little bit more than 6. In Rain I did a little bit more. So there are a few sets where I kind of gone out of my way to get more of, and Surging Sparks is the only Scarlet and Violet era set where I went out of my way to get more than 6. So we'll see. But yeah, at the moment this one will stay sealed. But yeah, I think this is a good pickup. Of course, one of the best sets in the Scarlet and Violet era. So there you have it, guys. Those are the pickups I've been getting recently. It's been quite difficult to get hold of sealed product. At the moment, I've been pivoting a lot to like graded cards. I've been grading a lot with PSA, grading a lot with Ace grading. But I'm like, I still want to get hold of some stuff for my sealed investments. I still want to try and get some stuff for the streams. Stuff for the streams is going towards things like getting the tins, getting the collection boxes. At the moment, regarding like collection boxes, if you can get hold of, I couldn't get hold of any, but I'll try and see if I can. The Blood Moon Ursaluna EX ones are fantastic. They come with 2 Surging Sparks packs. That's a really good one. I think I'm kind of holding off and waiting to see what products come out that have things like Destined Rivals, right? That would be kind of interesting if I can get some stuff that have Destined Rivals in them, some tins, some collection boxes. I think they're going to be very sought after anyway, but that is somewhere else that I might look at compared to booster boxes all the time. But I've been looking to try and see if I can get some good deals on booster boxes. I'm still trying to get the odd box here and there for my sealed collection. For me personally, I am missing quite a few sets still from the Scarlet and Violet era. Like I said, the first time getting Paradox Rift, but I'm pretty sure now I have every single set. Yeah, I have every single set now. That was the last one that I was missing. But yeah, half booster boxes are pretty good if you're here in the UK like me. Honestly, they're great pull rates and they're just fun to open, and you can get them cheaper than a booster box. Those tins, some Sword and Shield era stuff, hard to come by. Early Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion, is a really good way to look at stuff. When you look at that Obsidian, Palette Evolved base set, because of the age, it's crazy that they came out ages ago, like 2.5 years ago, nearly 3 years ago. It feels so bizarre. But yeah, so obviously we've got Distant Rivals around the corner. I've got some booster boxes, some ETBs coming, which I'm happy with because I couldn't do that with Journey Together. And then regarding Black Bolt and White Flare, I ain't got a clue. We'll find out. We'll figure out, one way or another. But yeah, pretty interesting. If it's fun the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. And guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments about what I've been picking up. Is there any other tins and collection boxes which you feel like are great, not just for like me to pick up, but for other people as well? So people can go and check out in the comments and we can help each other out and figure out what packs, what good products that we can pick up right now that is available. That's the main thing. The Lily Premium Tournament Collection box I think is a really good one. I couldn't get hold of any at the moment, but I'm going to try and get hold of some more just because you get so many good sets in there and you get a really good promo, which is quite pricey. That's also a pretty good one. But that is it from me, guys, in today's video. If you watch more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.